My name is Mark Allen, and I've been a governor of the Royal Humane Society for several years. I love to be involved with it to hear the wonderful stories of life-saving and bravery, as well as to meet some of the amazing people involved at the annual General Court. Here is a story of life-saving from 1848. To set the wider context, this was the year when Waterloo Station opened. Wisconsin became the 30th US state. Queen's College London, the first college to award academic qualifications to women, was founded, and the Communist Manifesto was first published by Engels and Marx. So let's begin. The following from the pen of Captain Brian Millman of the 5th Fusiliers in a letter addressed to his father, Major General Millman, late of the Coldstreams Guards. Mayborough, Island of Mauritius, June 30, 1848. On the 25th, we made a boating party for to visit one of our detachments about 15 miles from hence at Grand River southeast. We left this about 11 a.m. and after reaching our destination all safe, left at about 3 o'clock p.m. for home. The weather then looking anything but promising. When about four miles from home and from the shore, we were overset by a squall. It came upon us so suddenly that we had no time to do anything. Torrents of rain fell at the same time, and there we were drifting along on the side of the boat, which luckily did not sink, without a chance of assistance, and the night setting in. This happened about 5:30 o'clock, and at this season it is dark at 6. We drifted in this way for about 2 hours, and at last grounded in about 7 feet water. It was very nearly dark, and all that we could see were the tops of the mountains in the horizon. We supposed we were about 2 miles from shore. All of us but myself had stripped on being upset, as I knew if we came to a swim that I could take my clothes off in a moment. As it turned out, I think I was lucky in this, for they perhaps, though wet, kept me a little warmer than my companions. Nothing seemed to give us a chance of being saved, except holding on till daylight, and as it was terribly cold, this seemed next to impossible. At last it struck me I might be able to swim ashore to procure assistance, and I got permission from the others to do so. I left them with a hearty God bless you from all. I had turned my head towards the mountain tops and struck out my best. I must have been swimming for more than an hour when I landed. I found myself a little tired and very much benumbed, barefooted, en chemise, and not able to see 10 yards before me. It was so dark. After feeling my way for about half an hour along the shore, shouting all the time, I came to a cottage where I was hospitably received. They told me that they had heard my cries sometime, but fancied I was some drunken man returning home, or else they would have come out to my assistance. The poor man gave me some dry clothes and made me a cup of tea, and then conducted me to the proprietor of the estate, who lived close by, and had the neatest pirogue, a small boat, like a canoe, dug out of a solid trunk of a large tree in the neighbourhood. Monsieur Chiron, the name of the proprietor, man of colour, as soon as I explained my situation and my want of a boat to go and assist the others, immediately offered to go himself, and his son also assisted on going with him. I jumped at the office, of course, and we immediately walked down to where the pirogue was moored and started, myself at the bottom, to serve as a guide. By the blessing of Providence, after about an hour's search, we heard the cries from the wreck. We could not see many yards from our own boat. It was then about 11 o'clock that my companions had been exposed on the boat for upwards of 5 hours. Luckily, with great care, we got them safely into the pirogue without capsizing her, and by 12 o'clock we are safely housed under Monsieur Chiron's hospitable roof, who fed, clothed, and lodged us for the night. The kindness, hospitality, and truly courageous assistance afforded us by Monsieur Chiron at the risk of his own life and that of his son was deserving of all praise. It was a service of danger to go out even at all in a pirogue on such a rough night, much more to go and seek for 5 drowning men 3 miles at sea. He wished his son not to go, but the latter would not allow his father to go without him. Constantly, during our long search, when the son was getting tired of pulling the boat, the father would cry out and encourage him, saying, "Courage, mon fils." Thank you for listening to this story. It is just one of thousands in the Society's history. Please do explore our website to read more about the work of the Society and, like me, become a governor. Please support us where you can in our 250th year. Thank you.